Hi, my name is Gerhard Schwander and welcome to Selling Power TV. Today we have the pleasure of continuing our conversation with Dr. Herb Greenberg, and we'll talk about the art of matching jobs in business and translating that into sports. Welcome, Herb.
Good to be here, Gerhard.
So, can you explain how you could possibly take that science of job matching in business and apply it to sports?
Many people say to us, how on earth do you have the nerve, the guts, to say to a team, draft so-and-so, but please stay away from so-and-so? You know, the key to sports and why we're successful in helping teams in sports is the same thing, the same reason why we've been successful 50 years in helping something like 28,000 companies around the world in matching their people to jobs. Because we can say, okay, you're testing this person, you obviously have some interest in them, you think their talent is worth looking at. Now let's see what they're going to do with their talent. We were testing for the Jets, New York Jets. Mm-hmm. Well, there were two players, one from a small school, not that well regarded, but interesting enough to look at, and one an All-American from a huge football, one of the top football colleges, All-American. We said, please take this non-entity, and we didn't even know the names. They took our advice, and now I can give you the name of the player, it turned out, who we advised them to draft, Wayne Cravett, who was a 10, 11-year top NFL player. The other guy, I won't name the other guy, but it would have been a horrible debacle if they had drafted him. Everything we said about him turned out to be true.
So what is the secret sauce for finding somebody who has not only the basic talent, the core talent, but also has that incredible drive and motivation to leverage that talent?
Well, you see what Wayne has almost, I can give you almost the secret sauce, or I could talk about so many other players. He, first of all, had tremendous competitive need. He wanted to win. He had that fire in his belly that said whatever he does, he's going to do to the maximum degree. He also had leadership ability. He was assertive. He was a motivational guy. He could bring people along with him. He also had tremendous communicative skill. He was a wide receiver, and so he could communicate with the quarterback. He knew his quarterback. He knew the expectations. He knew when he would be in trouble, when we'd have to go back to catch a pass on a shorter or go deeper or whatever. He had all these qualities that just made for a wide receiver and a generally great football player.
How about the ego strength that you described?
Well, there again, thank you for mentioning that, because the ego strength is very critical. Again, I remember having a conversation with Joe McIlvaine, who at the time was general manager of the Mets. And he said, what you're saying about sales reminds me of sports. Sports is a game of failure. Mm-hmm. And I said, well, what do you mean? He said, well, let's take Tony Gwynn, who, if you know sports, he's going to be in the Hall of Fame, where he's over 333 lifetime batting average, one of the great hitters. He said, take Tony Gwynn. He bats over 333. That means he fails 2 out of 3 times. Out of every 3 times he bats, he goes out twice. So how does he deal with that? How does he deal with when he strikes out with the bases loaded, which he will do sometimes? The top leader in sports, like the top leader anywhere else, has got to have the resilience to lead, to do, to take that last shot, to want to be up there with the bases loaded and 2 out and the game on the line, to throw that Hail Mary pass, a la Roger Staubach, who's in our book, to want that opportunity and to relish it, and if he misses, which he will sometimes, not to be destroyed by it.
I think you have great ego strength, and I'm glad that you keep cultivating the kid in you, and I want to thank you for your time. If anybody wants to learn more about Herb's company, go to calibercorp.com. Thank you, Herb.
Thank you, Gerhard.